Welcome to a very special Classic Game Room interview today with the infamous Mohammed from Qatar. Finally, we get to meet you in person, and let me start by saying thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today, and also for all of the amazing donations that you sent over to the show, like this Atari Lynx here, among many other great things. And this is just going to be an informal interview. I figured we could just sit back and BS about games.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much, Mark. I'm glad to be on the show. Hi, CGR fans. I saw Mohammed from Qatar.
Are video games popular over there?
Yeah, it's very popular. In the last 20 years, it was only for young people, but recently I find a lot of adults are buying video games, especially war games, these kind of games, action games.
Are there shops all throughout the city, the cities over there?
Yeah, there are a lot of shops. You might find not a lot of them sell classic games, so it's a bit difficult for me or any other retro gamers here.
Yeah, we got to talk about your history in video games. As you look to be about in your mid-20s, I would assume.
Yes.
And what was your first game console? And I'm willing to bet it had something to do with Sega.
Yeah, it's Sega, right? It was Sega SMS.
The Sega Master System.
Master System, yeah. It was my first video game console, but I didn't play it a lot. I just waited for the new Sega Genesis as well.
Oh, yeah.
And also, I got the NES, but the Japanese version.
The Famicom.
We got a lot of the Japanese console and games in the past 20 years.
When you got your Sega Genesis, was it called the Genesis, or did you get the Mega Drive over there?
No, the Mega Drive.
Okay.
It was the Mega Drive.
Okay.
But later I got also the Genesis, so I got both systems.
As you should.
Yes.
You need to have the complete collection. Now, how many game consoles do you currently own at the moment? Because I think we all have this picture that you've got, like, all of them.
10, maybe.
10? You have
10 to 12.
And now I'm assuming that you've got every Sega console at this point. The Saturn, the Dreamcast.
No, the Saturn is still not. I got before, but I lost it. Now I'm hunting one down.
You lost the Sega Saturn. They're not that easy to lose.
My brothers are the ones who lost it.
Okay. Well, we have here. I've got an Atari Lynx that you sent to the show. In fact,
yes.
I am reviewing this today. The long-awaited Atari Lynx review. In fact, you'll see I'm wearing the same shirt in the review and the hat. So this is being filmed. So a giant thank you for the Lynx and all of these awesome games. Got Steel Talons right here. You sent some amazing stuff to the show. That's I've had a decent collection for years. Most of my collecting has been Atari 2600, Atari 7800, and Sega Genesis.
Yeah, I see that.
So I've always had a nice Genesis and Atari collection, but you really helped the show out immensely by hooking us up with the Panasonic 3DO first of all.
3DO, yeah.
So a huge thank you to that, because you went to a lot of trouble to get a working 3DO over here. Mohammed originally sent, I forget the model numbers, but you sent the older one that arrived and it didn't work.
I think it was the FX10 model.
Yes, and I took that to actually one of our a CD repair shop nearby, and they looked at me like I had three heads, and were like, nobody's ever brought one of these in, and we there's no way we're gonna find parts for this thing. So I bought one of those on eBay that came with a pile of games, and it didn't work. So I'm sitting there with two broken Panasonic 3DOs, and you were gracious enough to send us another one of the newer models that does work, and that's the one that that's the one that I currently use to review all of our Panasonic 3DO games, and there are more 3DO reviews coming. And
Yes.
you also sent a giant box, a pile of games, and I have a pile of games. I think they got knocked together in this cupboard I put them in. So now I have no idea whose game, they're all like mixed together. So you just get credit for all of the Panasonic 3DO game reviews.
Oh, thank you.
And the Bandai, not one, but two Bandai Wonder Swans. You sent us
Yes.
the black and white version and the Bandai Swan Crystal.
Yes.
But your true passion, I believe, is in Klonoa games.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
In fact, I got a Klonoa Vault toy that I bought for $600 US. It was really rare to find one at least.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now that must be highly collectible then.
yeah, it's highly collectible.
And we've also got something else here that's collectible. It's Wind Squid
Yeah.
that you actually made. You had this made.
Yeah. This was made by my company.
Check out that wind. This is great, and you based this off of the original
Yeah.
Wind Squid that I did with the animated shooter one.
Yes, I had to add a little bit of the design for it, just to make it into a toy.
But it's really good. Like this is.
That's good.
I gave him no instruction on this. You did this all on your own, and you got like the squid tentacles and everything just right, and it says "All Hail." Can you see that there? It says "All Hail Lord Carnage" on the side. It's got my name. Thank you. I love this, and I have it. You think you can see our set back there? We have a new set. Actually,
I see it.
This is a temporary set. We're in a space station. Everybody, you believe me that we're in a space station, right?
I believe you.
Yeah, it's not like a giant truck or anything. It's a space station. But this guy is in the background back there in every show now where I'm using this set. So thank you again for Wind Squid.
You're welcome.
And if we ever, if I ever find a way that we can start mass producing these, I know who I'm talking to. It's you.
Yeah, no problem.